Yes. So, dear student, I Rakesh Jain from Gyanware University. Today, I am going to teach you about the Zener diode, and its main application, that is voltage regulation using Zener diode. So, first of all, just see this MS Paint file. Zener diode is actually a heavily doped PN junction diode. Zener diode is a heavily doped PN junction diode. And Zener diode is a heavily doped PN junction diode. Basically, Zener diode works in reverse bias. Zener diode works in reverse bias. Basically, Zener diode works in reverse bias. The main application of the Zener diode is voltage regulation. Means with the help of Zener diode that we connect in the circuitry in reverse bias, so that it will give you a fixed DC voltage instead of pulsating AC, or instead of unregulated DC, it will give you fixed DC. So fixed DC means regulated DC voltage we will find out at the output of that circuit. That circuit name is voltage regulator circuitry. So Zener diode main application is Zener diode as a voltage regulator. So the main application of Zener diode is voltage regulator. Zener diode is voltage regulator. Zener diode is voltage regulator. Zener diode is a voltage regulator. This is the main application of a Zener diode. If you talk about the basic symbol of the Zener diode, then Zener diode symbol is quite different from the normal PN junction diode. So in the case of normal PN junction diode, we just know there are two terminal. One is anode and cathode. Similar to that, here also there are two terminal, anode and cathode, but the cathode show from the sign of Z. This is the symbol of Z. Okay. This is the symbol of Z. A simple line, then anode terminal, and the cathode terminal is looks like a Z shape. This is your symbol of Zener diode. So this terminal is your anode, and the second terminal is your cathode. Right? So this is the symbol. Means the cathode is in the shape of Z. Otherwise, practically, when we just see the Zener diode, it will looks like in orange color, having a black line over there. Okay. Just I show you the Zener diode practically in market. Whenever we purchase the Zener diode, how it looks like. So it will be of orange color and a black line over there. So the black line is of your cathode terminal. Just to show you the image. Okay. So see, this one is the practical image of a Zener diode. Practical image of a Zener diode. So this is a Zener diode. Okay. So this terminal in which orange color, the total color is orange, and one side black strip is over there. So the black strip side is your cathode terminal, and the orange colored side is your anode terminal. So this is a practical Zener diode. Whenever we purchase a Zener diode, we just see that some voltage is written over there. 3V3, 5V, 4V7, like this one. I just write down like this one, 3V3 or 5V1 or 4V7, like this one. Some voltage is written on the Zener diode. Here in this practical Zener diode, we just see that 5V1 is written. I just encircle this 5V1 with the help of a blue color, green color. You just see this one. 5V1 is written. It means what? 3V3 means 3.3 volt. 3V3 means 3.3 volt. 3.3 volt. Now, what is the meaning of this 3.3? I will teach you right now. 5V1 means 5.1 volt, and 4V7 means 4.7. Whatever write down after the V, 3V3, so 3 is written after V, 5V1, so 1 is written after V, 4V7, so 7 is written after V. Just write down them with point. So 4.7 volt, 5.1 volt, and 3.3 volt. Now, what is the meaning of this voltage? The meaning of this voltage is whenever you use the Zener diode in reverse bias, it will maximally give you the output of that voltage in DC only. So if 3.3V3 Zener diode you use in your regulator circuitry in reverse bias, then if the input voltage is, let's suppose, 5 volt to 7 volt, but it will give you output only of 3.3 volt. The other voltages will be grounded, but the output will be a fixed DC voltage of 3.3 volt. So if you use a 4V7 Zener diode in your circuitry in voltage regulator in reverse bias, then that circuitry will give you the output DC voltage of fixed DC voltage 4.7 volt, right? If the voltage is more than that voltage, that voltage will be grounded. Okay, so this is the meaning of whatever write down on the Zener diode. So whenever there are two breakdowns in the Zener diode, there are two breakdowns in the Zener diode. Remember, whenever we use the Zener diode in reverse bias, there will be two breakdowns. So there are, otherwise in normal PN junction diode, a simple breakdown is there. But in case of Zener diode, there are two breakdowns. There are two breakdowns in Zener diode. One is known as Zener breakdown and one is known as Avalanche breakdown. One is known as Zener breakdown and one is known as Avalanche breakdown. If you have any question related to anything, you will ask me after the completion of this lecture. Okay. So Zener breakdown. One breakdown is Zener breakdown. And the second one is known as Avalanche breakdown. So there are two breakdown in the Zener diode, that is very important. Zener breakdown and Avalanche breakdown. If you talk about the difference between these two breakdowns, then we can write down like in tabular manner what are the difference between these two breakdowns. What is the difference between Zener breakdown and Avalanche breakdown? So just to see here the difference between the Zener breakdown and Avalanche breakdown. Zener breakdown. So Zener breakdown, what are the difference? It is a frequently asked question in competition exam or in objective questions or in main examinations, like what are the difference between the Zener breakdown and Avalanche breakdown. That's why I am teaching you in start that Zener breakdown. It is also known as field ionization. It is also known as field ionization. It is also known as field ionization. And this about the Avalanche breakdown, it is also known as impact ionization. It is also known as impact ionization. So Zener breakdown is known as a field ionization and Avalanche breakdown is known as a impact ionization. So this is the this is the first difference between a Zener breakdown and Avalanche breakdown. That Avalanche breakdown is known as impact ionization and Zener breakdown is known as field ionization. And the second difference is first which breakdown occurs, then Zener breakdown will be occurs first and Avalanche breakdown will be occurs next to Zener. Okay. I just write down in terms of occurs first. And Avalanche breakdown will be after Zener. After Zener. So Avalanche breakdown is just after the Zener breakdown, and Zener breakdown will be generally occurs first. Normally at 6 volt around 6 volt, the Zener breakdown will be happens, and around 8 volt in reverse bias. Both the breakdowns will be occurs in reverse bias only. So around 6 volt, around 6 volt Zener breakdown, around 6 volt in reverse bias, Zener diode will have a Zener breakdown, and above 8 volt and near to 8 volt, the avalanche breakdown will be occurs. Now the next one is, if we compare in Zener breakdown and avalanche breakdown, the depletion region is narrow in case of Zener breakdown. Depletion region is narrow in case of Zener breakdown, but in case of avalanche breakdown, the depletion region is wider. The depletion region is wider. Depletion region will be wider in case of avalanche breakdown. For example, if you whenever we see the practically, whenever we will use it practically, and we just draw the voltage current characteristics between the Zener diode of the Zener diode voltage current characteristics, if we just draw the Zener diode, then we will find in reverse bias like this one. In a forward case, it will behave like a normal diode, so the characteristics is like this one. But in reverse bias, first Zener breakdown will be occurred, then avalanche breakdown will be occurred. Okay, so this is about the Zener diode and its breakdown. Now I am teaching you how the Zener diode can be used as a voltage regulator. If you have any query just after the completion, you will ask me those queries. I will solve those queries. Okay. Now I am showing you the Zener diode as a voltage regulator. Wait for a while. Now Zener diode as a voltage regulator. How the Zener diode can be used as voltage regulator. This is the main application of Zener diode. Like in case of PN junction diode, just after the completion of PN junction diode, I taught you about the rectified circuitry. Because rectified circuitry is the main application of rectified circuitry. Is just the main application of your diode. That's why. Now the main application of the voltage Zener diode. So Zener diode main application is voltage regulator. Zener diode main application is voltage regulator. Yes. So just to see Zener diode as a voltage regulator. So Zener diode can be used to give convert a unregulated DC voltage into a fixed DC voltage. So it will generate a fixed DC voltage. So that circuitry which gives you a fixed DC voltage, that is known as voltage regulation. So with the help of Zener diode, we can solve this. We can use this as a voltage regulator. So what is the meaning of voltage regulator? A circuit which gives you a fixed DC voltage. Voltage regulation means a circuit which gives you fixed DC voltage. Fixed DC voltage. A circuit which gives you fixed DC voltage, that is known as voltage regulator. So Zener diode can be used in that circuit which gives you a fixed DC voltage. So what is the main element of that circuit? Zener diode, of course. So Zener diode can be used to give you fixed DC voltage. So now, because we know that Zener diode works in this is reverse bias, so we know that what is the meaning of reverse bias? That whenever anode will be connected with positive and cathode will be connected with, anode will be connected with negative and cathode will be connected with positive, that is known as reverse bias. So this is the basic symbol of Zener diode. This is anode and this is cathode. As I have already been shown you the anode and cathode of Zener diode. So now with the help of a series resistance, let's suppose RS is that series resistance. What kind of circuit it have? So I am drawing that circuit of volt Zener diode as a voltage regulator. So let the series resistance is your RS. Okay. So RS is your series resistance, and this is your unregulated DC supply. This is your unregulated DC supply in which the plus terminal is directly goes to the cathode terminal of the Zener diode to make it in reverse bias. Okay. So this is a circuit in which, let's suppose this voltage in AC, the unregulated voltage is V input. This series resistance is RS, which is connected with the Zener diode, which connected in reverse bias mode, and the output will be taken from a resistance that is your load resistance RL. Let the name of this resistance is load resistance RL. And here from this output, this you will find out the output voltage. Here from this you will find out your output voltage. Now, how we will find out the how it will use as a voltage regulator, because let's suppose we know that each Zener diode consists of some voltage. Like whenever we just purchase any Zener diode from market, some voltage is written over there, 3.3, 5.1, 4.7. So that voltage is Zener voltage. That voltage is Zener voltage. So I just write down that this Zener diode is connected. It means its voltage is Zener voltage, Vz. So the meaning of this one is, whenever this reverse bias voltage at input, when this reverse bias voltage at the input, when this reverse bias voltage at the input is greater than this Zener voltage, then, for example, let's suppose this Zener voltage is 3.3 volt and you just provide at the input 4 volt, then what will happen? Because this input voltage 4 volt is greater than 3.3 volt, so at the output we will find only the Zener voltage. We will only find the Zener voltage. It means fixed voltage. It means the fixed voltage. We will only, okay. And whenever this input voltage is lower than the Zener voltage, then what will happen? At the output we will find out that input voltage, because it will not work at that time. Okay. So that is your Zener diode as a voltage regulator circuitry. Okay. We will solve certain numericals in the next lecture, and thank you for watching the video.